Morning. Breakfast Club. Sorry, I'm late this morning. Wife didn't get in till 1 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't get home till about 2. So I haven't had much sleep, as you can tell. So sorry about that. Looks like I missed a nice little start here. See if we can get a reaction off this midnight open here. Send it a little lower. Got some overlap here, so we've just retraced back into this small little range. It's whether or not we break through this now and start changing directions and sending this back higher. This also here is like a no-go zone for me. So we can come all the way up into here. We're going lower. Oh, we get a couple of people in anyway. I like a little short there. Stop loss is going to go right there. Let's see that as the high. We're taking through here already. Closing back through that. So I want to see that continue pushing lower now. In fact, I don't want to see it get back through here. Tired. Very tired this morning. Where are we back to? Let me see where we're at here. On the 1 hour, this is 15-minute. 1 hour, we got a no-go zone here. There's a couple of little tiny imbalances in here, I think. Yep. We got lots of downside still. Morning, Shepard. How you doing, buddy? How's the recovery coming along? Morning, Hans. Doing good. Oh, that's excellent. Good to hear, buddy. Good to hear. I still got that freaking vertigo going on. Turn my head. I wobbling around all over the place here. Just need to start accelerating out of here now, not just hanging around in here. This could just be building up some pressure to take another run higher. We do have a run up into potentially here. Sure tell when my mouse is needs charging. Jumps all over the place. Morning, Randy. You get the dizziness with your neck? Yeah. Did they ever figure out what that was? Was it just that your CSF's being compromised, or did they tell you what that was there, Shepard? Let's try this old mouse. So I gotta get some new mice. The stupid right click button is stuck down. There we go. Oh, why it's jumping around like this? Turn that one off. That's going to drive me crazy. I have to see if I got a different mouse because that's going to drive me crazy. Going back to the old cord variety. Let's see if this thing will work. That's better. Going back to the old chords again. Okay. There. Morning, Abs. Oh, yeah. Sorry to hear that, man. I always think it's like my aneurysm or something like that. This whole dizzy spells and stuff, vertigo, but I won't find that out until again they do another CT scan. Won't be till late April, early May. No, I still got your little red one. It's over here. Still don't have any batteries for it. So we can see how this bull trap still holding price back here. That would be the upside target there, and I wouldn't be convinced we'd be going bullish again until we can get back above here. So I think Derek hit his objective yesterday. I put down 2 objectives for him yesterday to see if there was a kind of panned out or not. I can't remember where the hell I put them now. Is it here? Oh yeah. Oh, there's our downside. Oh, Derek, is Derek still in this? I don't know if he's in here. Did Derek continue to take this down? I hope he did. He caught it all the way here. Retest. Send it lower. There's the next objective down there, buddy. It hit both your objectives, like bang on the beezer right there. That's what we want to see. Gotta see, continue to get through here. Small volume bounce on the 1 minute. Yeah. So right down here is a little tiny sibby here. I want to see a real big acceleration here now. Come back and retest this. Got to see, we're giving this consolidation, so I want to see if we can get our body of the candle through the bottom of that. Look for a retest of this whole breaker right here. It's a breaker because we broke this little high, not that one. Morning, Hadi. How you doing, buddy? How's everything, man? Everybody doing well? Well, figuratively, everybody's alive. Everybody's still. Yes. Oh, good. Good. I think at the end of the show here, I found some really interesting quotes. That's at the end of the show every day now. I'm going to start typing out a little inspirational quote. Kind of wrap the show up so we leave on a positive note as well. Look for that retest of the breaker right there. There's 50%. Still waiting for this to get broken on the downside. That's just the area we're expecting to see some support at. It's right at 50%, right on the money. So if it's got intentions of going lower now, we want to see it pop through here and then use a model 3 or 4 to continue going lower on this. I'm going to ask every day, Hadi. If it's possible to send any positive energy over there, man, I'm doing it for you. Nobody should have to endure a war. It's the Ukrainians going through everything they're going through. 658. Now I want to see this really pick up the pace now and go. That was a little love tap right there. Right closed on it, just below it. Give it a little tap, and I'll send it lower. It's really good. I'd like to see it just explode out of here now and just start really continuing the drive down. That's good. I'm in short right off this. I'm doing a Model 3 off of here. Now Model 4 is a retest of this down here. Now that we've already touched this, I want to see the Model 4 continue on. You can see it come back and give this a little tap right here. Create a fair value gap below here. Then give us an institutional order flow entry, draw a little tap right here and leave a portion of this open. A little pop up in here is all you need. Just to 630. All right, send it down now. I'm in risk-free trade here now, and I took a portion off at that low. So it's a risk-free from here. Let it run. I should have taken the trade in front of here for you guys too, instead of just on my personal account. So keep your, this is what I want you to look at, this no-go zone right here. And when we violate the no-go zone right there, I was telling you that I'm getting short right here. Broke that low, pay yourself. Always pay yourself at the low. You've already hit the rejection block, so you got to pay yourself at the low. Pay yourself there. Now you wanted to see an institutional order flow entry drill. That's what you got there. I was hoping it would just give us a little tap there, but didn't. So I don't want to see it come back and revisit this again. I want to see this just continue to work its way down now. Now, do you have a downside target? Where do you put your stop loss? How do you manage this? So now if you're in this trade, you got to say to yourself, what kind of take profit model are you using? There's a small little civvy right here. So my model is if I close above that, I'm out. I think it just got me. Yeah. Just took my stop. I was sitting about just above the mean threshold of this candle. So 2 seconds, that should take you out above here. Now I'm going to change in direction. So there's the retest. Now I want to see that roll over. There's always the fear when it comes, if it didn't tag that we can come back and get it. So if you see these civvies forming, that's my take profit model 3. You see your civvy broken, and now we get this new busy forming, and we've traded above if we get a close above here, then we're back inside this range to 50% or more. So here's a retest of the civvy right there. Now you want to see that go higher. Haven't traded above this BISI here because we're overlapping it, so I'm not taking that until I'm sure that we've closed above here. Right now this is just a retracement back into this wick. We have not closed below here yet, so it's I'm 50-50 right now. I still want it to come lower, so it has to break through here, and it's there. So it just get out of dodge now. It's done its little retest here. See how we dropped just below it right there. Came back up. Good taste. Rejection block. Pay yourself one there. I'm moving my stop loss into some profit here. Now I just want to see it give this model 4 retest. Right there, we close below it. And that little kiss on the bottom of it right there. And send it lower. So far it's acting just the way you want it to go. That's just how I want to see a range expand, contract, So I'm in, I'm out, I'm back in again, right off that candle's rejection block right there. Or sorry, your that's the extension rule. It just tagged me out. I had my stop loss just sitting above here. I didn't want to see it come back in too far into that. So look for this area again. I'm watching this. I'm looking for a model 4. Retest there. I can sell some there. If we get above here, stop loss is going to go right there. I don't want to see these wicks get through here. Nope. Don't trust it right now. See, before he came back into it once, go lower. That's your range extension model 3. Then you want to see model 4 would be just come back and tag this and go lower. And the fact that we're digging back into this level after I've already cleared it, not what I'm looking for. Right up to the rejection block. And it's on a 40 candle. So this is your crazy Ivan stuff going on there. No body above here yet. Don't like the way the wicks are doing that. They're constantly trying to push themselves back up again. Oh, wait. If you found some sensitivity off that big range and we're hitting at 50%, this is probably why we're waffling around in here. If you take that large range here, what's that, 4 hour that you're in there, Eddie? 4 hours? Right at 50%, right? So this is the time, and you're inside that gap again, that new week opening gap. So if we start to push back through here, I still feel like we want to come back in and dig into this a bit more. We've got a BISI sitting down here. We've got this huge chunk. I think we're looking at least for a downside objective. Right here. Just get on with it. Send it down. Now we're above it. Now I want to see if we break this high here. Then that just that dip into 50% of that range and taking it back higher. Let's come back and give this a little tap right here. I like to see that come right into the 50% of this, which is this no-go zone again, and hold here. It looks like we're so we've ran right up into that premium level. Let's see what kind of reaction we get off here. I'm not bullish until we get through here. I would have to be right above all this lot. Let's see if we come back and tag this. That's 50% of that wick. I'm looking for right here. Right there. Retest this. You gotta put it below here. This could be just a big ride up into here and continue our drive back down. We didn't quite hit the no-go zone on the hourly. So that's my suspicion that we might run up there one more time. Now we're coming back to target that now. Go way back there. Change in direction. We're through two of them already. Took this guy out, and now we're back into the no-go zone on the other side. So if we close the next 30 seconds below here, looking for a return up to here, this whole little zone right here. I want to see that keep going lower. Got to close below here though. Yeah, there's a little chunk up there. I just think that there's a little pocket here that we could reach for first before going lower. This would be really enough to throw people off here. That no-go zone is holding. This is a huge deep return back into here. That mean threshold of this up close candle here, this breaker, takes this low out. We're right into the mean threshold of it. Wicks have done some damage, so the bodies are sitting right on it right now. Also happens to be right inside the no-go zone. So I gotta wait. If we lose this on a close, then that is the potential, box to box run. I want to see us this hold. If we close back above you again, I'm just going to wait for structure to shift, because this is just going to bounce back and forth. That's it. I don't want to see that now. The fact that we're even above this anymore, we've come through it once, twice, 3 times now. We've tagged this. We're on a 52 candle. Otherwise, this is the target here. 18 seconds. Got to close below here, otherwise I'll just shut her down. And wait for a structure break. Out. We're in the zone here now, so we'll wait for something out of here. So you can see the blessing or the trouble with the no-go zone. When you trade below it, you want to find support at it. You trade above it, you want to find support at it. It's like a go, no-go. So either I want to go this short, and it's like no-go. As soon as you break above it, it's a no-go. Break below it, then it's a go. But it's like, okay, how many times do you want to rifle back and forth over the top of this? We've been above it, below it, above it, below it, above it, and now it looks like we're coming potentially back below it here. That's a sight candle, so we have to wait for it to finish. So it's like, how many times do you want to get your ass handed to you on either side of that zone? So once you lose it once, or even if you risked it twice and you took a loss, wait for a structure to break. You got to wait for this structure over here, a trade above that, and we haven't closed above that yet. So wait for that structure to break, wait for this structure to break. So in other words, I want to see these highs get cleared out because it's too close now. Or we want to see a nice distinctive drop down, fair value gap, come back in, retest, go lower. Remember the zone I told you it would start attacking if we got above here? That's it right there. And we're getting to 11 o'clock now, so. Yeah, it's choppy, not worth playing in this. You're kind of gambling, even though you're still kind of calling this here off these kind of crappy levels. It's still kind of giving us, look, I want to see this zone here get hit. We've hit the edge of it right here. Now, if we fill that in a bit more, if we get back on top of that, we're taking another big run for these, the liquidity above us here. I agree with you, Hans. You're welcome. Gotta go. You all be safe. See you later, Abs. Take care, buddy. This whole thing is the Sibby. So unfortunately, its end is also the beginning of this candle. So you have to incorporate all of it. And it incorporates inside the BISI. So you have to wait for all this to get taken out. Find some support inside this guy and then send it up. So you got to get above here. And remember, we still want to go lower. So if we have to go higher in 11 o'clock to take out those equal highs and then send it lower from there, fair enough. The 5 minute doesn't have a reversal yet, but it's had a huge wick through that. You see that down here? We've got a huge wick through here. So we'll see if we close it back up above that level, which is what we're looking at here. This is going to go lower. We're still looking for that downside target here at 459. So we keep playing off that no-go zone. Where's the 830 here, D? Now on the other side of it again. I'll tag it, see if it goes lower here. Come on, let's go. Get out of here. It's got to explode out of here sometime. There you go. Go, go, go. Just get out of here. It's just too many times waffling through that little zone. Rejection block again. It's not clean, so if it's not clean, wait for something. I just want to see it accelerate down now. But it's not giving us a clean entry for a Model 4 or Model 3. And my concern is that we're at 11 o'clock, so we could take another turn and just run this all the way back up again just to drive people nuts, right? Still bearish till we get back across that line again. You see, there's no reason for it to come back in here. It's worked this whole area like crazy. So unless it's just stalling here to make one more run up, or just pausing, building up some energy to do the big dive down. And I'm very suspicious about this level up here still. 761. Still bearish all the time. We're on the other side of this. Again, it's choppy. Let's see what's going on in the other markets. What's ES up to? I haven't seen Derek in here this morning. You guys seen Derek? Did he pop into the community at all? I want to know how he's doing with that. Did he stick with that ES trade for our target? Stop calling it the busy. So I hit our two boxes that we're looking for here on the way down. Literally opened and closed right on this to run higher. Tag the low. Market structure shift. Trade back. Tag it. Send it lower. I want to see us. We just closed through here. Now I want to see this start running through here now. See the Dow Jones go a little lower. You want to buy blood money here? There's a little bit of blood money. Retest the high. Look for another retest of this high here for that to run through that $100 a barrel level again. TSX sitting in that blue box. So we're looking for this leg. If it's going to go higher, you're looking for that leg there. So we can come all the way into this zone here, can come all the way down inside this sweep area here for that to go. Like this. The next sensitive area is looking for that consequent encroachment, which we've already hit here. So this part is drifted all the way down to there. We could hit the bottom still before running higher, but I want to see that a body hang out on here before setting that higher. So March, April, start to run back through this high, find some support at that, and send it higher. A lot of chop in gold. That's the zone you're stuck in. That's a nice little box-to-box trade right here. Took a long time to get there, but that's a box-to-box trade right there. See that? He does trade foreign currencies. I think he's following along Michael's footsteps there. Michael switched over to foreign currencies as well. Silver got the lows. You're looking for a retest of 84.49. One more little dip down here. That could be it on the 15-minute. We've had a wick through it. So if this turns around and heads back up now, there's your discount box there on a 5-minute. I don't know. Do you guys paying some huge prices for your cattle, your beef down there? In the States, do you guys pay a lot for your beef? It's rare that you buy any. Yeah, we hardly, but it's just so expensive up here. It's ridiculous. I wonder how much, if they still sell the volumes that they sold before having prices that high. Well, I guess they must, otherwise the prices wouldn't be that high. Yeah, it's, you walk into Costco's and you're like, that's ridiculous. Unbelievable. Just for like even salmon. We got one of the best salmon fisheries in the world here in Canada. But salmon's like those little salmon rings you see in Costco. I don't know if you guys have ever tried those. They're so good. It's a little salmon ring with the seafood, like crab mix in the middle. It's like $40. $40 for them now. Insane. Prices are going crazy. Oh man, Derek, I hope Derek's still in this. I hope he's catching a gravy train here. We hit our second objective. There's your third objective. Let's see where we can take him again. So we went that 4 hour we were looking for, ran right up into that premium area there. This little swing back is this pump higher right there. And now we're taking out the highs here. I want to see this right here. That high at 9951. I want to see that as the low and then a pump. So that would be a retest. Well, you've already got a retest of that. That's the Model 4 right there. Right there. Beautiful Model 4. We've traded below it, came back, tagged it, and went lower. So as soon as it broke that low, you get yourself into profit, pay yourself, and target here. You're in a zero stress trade there in euro. So good on you, Derek, if you're still in it. I don't know if he is or not, but whatever. Which means I'm hoping that our Canadian dollar is still driving these suckers down. Good, good. We got to buy some euro and pounds today. $11 days. We're on our way. 11 days. Looking good. $6 a pound? Jeepers, man. You guys got it cheap down there. I think we're sitting around, I guess, comparatively, about $12, I guess. Still looking for that Citigroup to get down to 2 and through this breaker. We can get through, and I see you want to see it really accelerate through here. If you can accelerate right through here, and there's a little, yeah, I guess I'm interested in this little lower half of this, the discount portion of this breaker. If we can get through that, come back, retest it, man, you got some downside objectives. The next one would be sitting in 94 to 88. I'll have to put these in here because these are my targets. Not that I'm trading this, but I know somebody who is. So the sticks we put out yesterday for German DAX, we came right up into the sticks. Hit them, went through them. And now I want to see if we can get back below here on the hourly. Just come down, tag it, and send it higher. Look for the equal highs above you. We start closing below that. Look for this to be the no-go zone for continuation on the downside. Kind of splitting back and forth between different charts here. Still looking for this to dig down into here. Then expect spring to bring Disney into some, looking for some reversal in here. You can snag an easily 20% out of Disney if you can get back in the $80 range. Get back up into that $100 range. How is our energy stock doing that we were looking at yesterday? And they reached right up into that premium box up in here. So pay yourself at the high. I'm looking for this level right here now. See if that leaves from here. There's your A. The B will be right around here somewhere. And then you see, look at the 1 hour, 15-minute for reversal here to catch reversal for continuation to the upside. We like Tesla. That's one choppy little market. Yeah. Mr. Hoodie. I hope you caught a nice one. Did you catch it on a 15-second or 1 minute? I'm gonna start. I'm sorry, I have to start looking at my. We're getting into March now, so the closer we get, the more I'm looking at these stocks for. This is the dip I'm looking for. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to catch along here now and some big stocks. One minute. What was your target? It's a nice little tag. You see that go higher. That's an A level right there. Uh, it's got to come back into this old no-go zone now. Give me this. Now I want to see if we just tag here, or we send it straight back up again. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for Crazy Ivan. Send it up. Yeah, they're Tibbs levels for sure. $10.45. And $9.45. I was long right there. Now I'm out right there. We came back through it. I'm out. I'll wait for that to climb back above here now, get above the structure. We've come back, rebalanced this stuff here. You want to leave a portion open, which we haven't. There's a little tiny imbalance down there. You want to see it close back up above here. Take this high, support the high, and that will be the no-go zone for it to continue going higher. Otherwise, that's a short right there. And we're into some serious chop, so. Waiting. Yeah, Christopher uses the 45s, but it's definitely a Tibbs level it marked out years ago. I just don't use it as a specific. He looks at it as a specific. I wait for all those little dots. He waits for this 45 dot and makes his move. And it seems to work well for him. You know, he's got 40 somewhat accounts, 45 accounts now. Right there. Nope. It's a short. You're coming back into the zone. If you're going to go box to box, that box to here, I'll put the box in here for the downside objective. Chris says, I look at it as a specific indicator of where to next. 45 accounts. Good for you, Chris. So you're using as an indicator for what? As where's next? So if you're saying this is a 45 candle here, where's the 45? This is a 45 candle here. When that opens, what's your decision here at the mean threshold of that candle? what's your decision, higher or lower? It's easy to say it's going lower now, but what's the logic? You would say you're going higher or lower. You look at the higher time frames and say, I expect to see that go lower from here. Oh, you're a volume guy. Okay. So you base your decision off of volume as well? Okay. I waited for the retest to go lower. This retest at 950. Now, do you retest the 945 open? That'd be interesting. Like you say, they open at 945, it becomes the important thing. So if I go lower, come back and retest it, I'm looking for a lower. I'd have to test that out over time. But even my Tibbs, I'd look at that and go, as Tibbs 45, you're just looking for a potential for it to run down and create a new low. Or that 45 to start heading higher off the mean threshold. So I wouldn't have traded off of that candle just as a 945 candle, even from a Tibbs perspective, because you're in the middle of this. You'd like to see this. But I don't have anything conclusive there. I'd have to look for a retest of a no-go zone right here. The 944 candle was a retest of that and then send it lower. I would have got more faith off of a 944 instead of the 45, but that's just me using my logic. I'm trying to understand yours, so forgive me if I'm not picking it up real quick here, but if you've got it based on volume at that time, then that's something I'll never pick up because I never use volume. So let me look at 1045 here. So here's 1045. Right here, 1045. Now this I like, because if 1045 comes back and just tags this, that would be a long for me right there. Tagging the high, it didn't, and then 1046 left. I waited it for a retest to go lower. Yes, no, I really bearish right now, so I'm trying not to take any longs unless we sweep a significant level. Yeah, I agree. I'm just I'm done picking. I'm just nibbling cheese here. I'm just picking little, $50 trades and stuff, which is not worth it. Just because if it turns, you want to leverage more in order to get bigger bang, and it's just not worth it. The wicks are doing too much damage for me, so I'm just kind of sitting on the sidelines until after lunch now. So when you're coming up for your 1145 here, Chris, what's your 1145 logic then? Are you waiting for us to bust out of here and use 1145 to direct your volume that you're using as a volume indicator? Is that does it hit a certain level at 945? So if I'm just going to stick this in here, not that I, again, fundamentally, technicals, volume. Let's look at negative volumes, net volume, balance volume. Which one are you using here? Net volume. There's the 45. There's the 1045. Let's do the 945. 945. Volume's low. 945, 947. This is 1045, 1046. The 45 ran out the lowest volume. 1045 targeted the highest volume in that small little run, I guess. Now we're looking for where does 1145, does it take us up into, does it take us up into that premium level? Look at that. That's right into the box to box, hey? There's one there, tag, and go. Wow, that's a huge response right off the discount box. Sorry, man, I don't understand the volume stuff. Yeah, and look at the 1045 candle, very strong level. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's a institutional order flow entry drill. It's a level 4, an A grade. It's an A level trade because it's an institutional order flow entry drill for continuation to the upside. So from a graded response, as we have a fair value gap above a high, that is an institutional order flow entry drill. And if you're looking at it at a 1045 and you want to go long, then great, you've got yourself a tiger by the tail. If you, I'm just trying to tag my logic in with your logic. So if 1045 is a strong candle, should be a good candle if we can get just below it and then run above it. So in and of itself, 1045 is just your setup candle for the institutional order flow entry drill. So saying it's a strong level, it's a matter of interpretation, I suppose. How do you interpret that as a strong candle? I just want to know your logic. I'm not arguing with you. I just want to know what your logic is. Because the 945 candle that we're looking at over here, this one, you can't say that's a strong candle other than it's a displacement candle. And you want to see it in, if we're looking at this 1045 candle the same way as this, then we say this is a nice displacement. I want to see just it come back up and tap it, but see how it's not this candle, it's actually the big leg down. So you'd want to see an institutional order flow entry deal and go lower, but you see how we see this change in direction here and it runs higher. So we don't get an entry in for a short, so you'd have to wait for that to break on the downside. So I don't see any logic in here for the 945. But again, if Chris is using it and it's working for him, bless it, man. I love it. I think I'm really glad that it's working for him. And if Hadi, if you're picking it out and you see the logic of it, stick with it, man. Just teach it to me over time. You took a long down there. Good for you. The box to box pays your bills, man. $9.45 displaced. I'm bearish. I waited until a retest of the consequent encroachment of the SIBI to get in because we haven't swept the low I was after yet. To be honest, the box to box is the best one so far. It is extremely consistent. Extremely consistent. Box all the way down to box. Ran all the way up, all the way down. Premium box right here to discount box. Where's that little discount box? Down here again. So box to box to box to box, trade through the box, use the box as support to go lower. Model 4 in this case because we've already swept here, so that's model 4. Reverse. Body's respecting it. Body's respecting it. Send it higher. So box to premium box. There's nothing in here. It would have to go up to here. So it came all the way back down. Now it's finally through that. Now we've come back to it, found support at it, heading higher. Look for the highs to get taken. Now you hit rejection block. So that model 3 is right here for range extension. Pay yourself at rejection blocks. So that's a box here to box there. If you got out there and it ran higher and you freaked out and said, I should have stayed in it, again, wait. It should come back and retest that. If it does, then you can get for a run for the first high or rejection block. So you pay yourself, you're entering again at a model 3. Pay yourself there. You're at break even plus the cost of the trade. You've already paid yourself, or rejection block, you've paid yourself. And now you want to see this mean threshold hold, because we cleared it already from the above. You want to see that hold and then send it higher and finish the range extension model. Then you're looking for model 4. My favorite is model 1 with take profit model 1, and model 2 with take profit model 2, which is box to box. And then model 3, I like all 4 of them, because model 4, 3 and 4 are great ways to catch their range extension. They're the ones that are a little bit more risky because you're right at the premium part of the range. But the rules that you have up there, like pay yourself at rejection blocks, pay yourself at the nearest high once you get in and move to break even, protect you. That one simple rule would protect you from the 3-4 model if this reverses and you've caught the premium high and it comes back against you like this. You see how it's ripping back against you right now? If you had that entry model right here at model 3 and you paid yourself at the immediate high or at the rejection block and you moved to break even, this whole thing doesn't matter. You just got paid going in on the wrong direction. That rule is an important rule. And again, just my rule, not a Michael rule, but it's how you protect yourself using each one of those models. This is some serious chop here, man. So your 945, oh, there's your 45 candle. You're still bearish. That's a nice little turn there at 945. You're still bearish overall. I like it. Little no-go zone, an old no-go zone here. I like this one. Too much. It's not acting the way you want it to act now. It's all over the place. Keep your eyeballs on this guy up here. For lunchtime. And then you want to see Chris, see if that pounds down and takes your lows. Really want to give it some wiggle room based on what I was telling you the other day, and I'm going to overlap these two just so you can see the levels I'm looking for here to there. That's the overlap. I think that's going to be it for me, you guys. Keep your eyes on this level. And you got to break structure here now to get this going lower. So we're coming into lunch hour now. You want to typically see lunch hour take out these little highs here. There's little liquidity pools sitting right in here. Premium boxes are sitting up here. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. Again, sorry I was late. I had a really late night getting started going to sleep. So I hope you guys are well. I'll see you for the last day tomorrow. And if you guys aren't here tomorrow, have an awesome weekend. And we'll see if we can't catch a TGIF Friday here. Because that looks like a TGIF Friday might be... well, we're in the middle of the zone, so unless we do a big dive down now. Maybe I'm doing this a little prematurely, I'm sure. So and you guys need to see this big and bold, by the way. Your phrase, your words of encouragement. Your future is shaped by the habits you repeat, not by the goals you set. So if you make a habitual habit of beating yourself up, you'll get the exact same success. That is what your future will give you. If you repeat constant rules, follow your rules, and you stick to that, focus on those rules, then you'll start to get your success, and then your future is assured. You'll repeat that habit. So whatever bad habits you have, you'll keep getting. Your future is filled of more of those bad habits. Create positive habits, positive self-talk, positive upbeat. Look at the future and repeat it. Despite everything, repeat it over and over and over again. Adversity, just builds character. They say the man's character is built, his foundation is built upon the rocks that others have thrown at him. So the rocks that get hurled at you through life, just take them and build the foundation of your character, my friends. I wish you all well. Be kind to each other out there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I'll see you on the Telegram channel if I see something decent. Like if I see this coming up in here, I'll chat with you guys on the Telegram channel if I see something good. So until tomorrow, take care, and I'll see you then. As usual, sending the love, my friends. Be careful out there. Hadi, sending my love, prayers to you and your family. I hope everything continues to do well for them. I hope they can get past this challenge. A lot of love for you, my friend. You take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.